Hey everybody, how's it going? Daryl here, welcome to the channel. So I have something special to introduce to you today, and that is the SoundSwitch Shortcut Halloween Special. Before I go too much into the detail of what the Halloween special is, let's just recap what the SoundSwitch Shortcut is. So SoundSwitch is a DMX lighting software that is extremely popular with mobile DJs because you pretty much just plug in your lights and it just runs itself without too much manual input. But it's also pretty cool because it gives you the flexibility to do manual input if you so desire. Pretty cool. And what really sets SoundSwitch apart from the competition is that it lets you configure your own chases, because a lot of these other solutions that are kind of automagical, that just kind of are plug and play, you're limited to what the software includes, and sometimes it's not what you want. So the SoundSwitch Shortcut is just a template that I curated to have a bunch of cool auto loops and static scenes, and it includes a lot of the popular lighting fixtures from both Lighting, Chauvet, and JMaz, and it's designed so that it's easy to incorporate different fixtures, and sometimes it's as simple as dragging and dropping a new fixture that just have all that design and all have that programming so you can hit the ground running, save time, and just have effective lighting that looks amazing. So I have another video talking about the SoundSwitch Shortcut version 2, and that is really designed for weddings and parties. And what makes the SoundSwitch Shortcut Halloween Special different is that the lighting colors and schemes are curated towards a Halloween dance party or for trick-or-treating. So the Halloween colors, orange, purple, green, maybe some red, just something spooky that is Halloween themed. Let me just show you the gear I'm using for today's demo. I'm using the SoundSwitch Control 1, but you can totally use the dongle as well. I'm using a Chinley DMX transmitter. I have a Windows machine running SoundSwitch. Of course, this works with Mac as well. I use a Mac when I'm performing. The SoundSwitch Shortcut consists of 4 different groups of lights: your up lights, your movers, your tubes, and your washes. So these are the both 360 pixel tubes on 80 channel mode. And with the newest update in SoundSwitch, you can just copy and paste these chases to other similar types of tubes. It's a lot easier if they also have a 16 channel mode. I'm using these both IR4s for my uplights as well as my washes, but I also have programmed the wash effects, and you can just drag and drop your own fixture that you would like to use. I'm using these both battery beams. Still super excited over the fact that there's no wires. That's pretty cool. But I have several movers programmed in there, and if you have your own mover, it's pretty easy to add them. And what's great about the SoundSwitch Shortcut 2 is that you can subtract any groups of these lights and the chases still work. They don't look weird without any one of these groups of lights. So you could just use uplights, just use movers, or use everything but skip on the washes, and it just works out. And you can also scale, so you can just reuse these addresses. So right now I have 4 tubes, 2 movers, and at a couple of recent gigs I did 8 tubes, 4 movers, and a whole bunch of uplights. And the show is just designed to scale with you, because I know most mobile DJs have a bigger set of lights, and then sometimes they add or subtract from that. So you can see there's a bunch of different scenes and chases. Each of these have unique pixel mapping patterns. And so if you are familiar with the SoundSwitch Shortcut, a lot of these pixel patterns probably look pretty familiar, and that's because they are, but the colors have been modified to be more optimized for a Halloween vibe. And so you might be asking yourself well, can't I just take my version of the SoundSwitch Shortcut and just change the colors a bit? And that is a valid question, and you absolutely can. SoundSwitch Shortcut is just a template to help save you time. So this Halloween special includes 22 auto loops, as well as a bunch of static scenes that are specialized for Halloween. And if you think about it, it's less than $5 an auto loop. So you just have to really ask yourself how much time is this going to take you? Most people value their time at $75 to $100 an hour. Is this going to take you an hour to implement or longer? So it really is up to you. But this is just a resource for people that are interested. And I have a static scene here, and you can change the color if you so desire. A UV one, so that your uplights can just all be UV while the rest of your lights are doing stuff. Halloween really is the season for UV, so you get all of the static scenes you're used to in the SoundSwitch Shortcut. So the strobing of different groups of lights, your tubes, your movers, your washes. as well as the white triggers so that you can change the color of different things to add like energy. Yeah, and then there's a few like static scenes. So I have like the movers on through mode, so the movers are kind of doing their thing, but they're staying a static color while the other lights are a static color. So you can really modify this for your needs. So like the tubes are all orange, all the up lights are purple, the movers are orange, and then this is just kind of like another color scheme and yet another one. So you can just modify this as you want, but it's just a template to help you hit the ground running, save you time. Using your time for other resources is probably a good idea. And to be quite honest, it's not a requirement to have like Halloween colors for a Halloween dance party. You can just use any color you want, but I like to do themed colors for themed events. I think that just is another little detail that people appreciate behind the scenes. And it's just like a little bit more effort that helps set you apart in your market. So I'll have a link in the description below where you can pick this up. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, and I'll see you in the next video.